Before the video starts, head down below, make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Check out all our socials in the description and hope you enjoy the show. Thank you. Welcome back to the Offbeat Podcast, people. Hey, massive guest today. All I'm going to say is our group chat has been going off for the past couple of weeks.
It's been on fire, mate.
It's been on fire.
Phone's been non-stop buzzing.
But seriously,
physically massive that is. I love my food.
You are a lot taller than I thought though when you walked in, because we're quite short.
Speak for yourself. Yeah,
we're 5'9", mate. How tall are you? 6'1", 6'2",
6'3", 6'3".
6'3". I wish.
nice.
Going on 6'4", you know, 6'3 and a half.
Yeah,
depends who's asking.
I would say 5.5.
6'4" if I'm on dating app.
Well, sorry. How are you doing, mate? All right.
Yeah, very good, very good.
El Burrito Monster.
If anybody doesn't know,
I mean, people do.
people do know.
Yeah. but if anyone doesn't know who you are, how would you kind of explain what you do?
I make mildly amusing food videos on Instagram and TikTok.
To be fair, like I've watched them for a long time. It's very much like short, snappy, and different as well.
To the point, straight away.
Yeah,
It.
And the scran is mint. I also love how you say scran at the end of every one, because it's such like a proper man kind of saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
I stopped doing it for ages, and I got DMs saying, "Can you bring back the scran, please?" So I brought back the scran, and then I had people saying, "Please stop doing the scran." So it's sort of a balancing act.
Yeah.
I think it's a brand. It's like a brand, though, isn't it? Because you kind of made a brand for you.
It's sort of like a little trick to sort of get people to watch to the end, because if they know the scran's coming, they'll hang around and they'll be like, "What's the scran going to be?" It's all about the watch time, really.
Yeah.
The secrets of the algorithm.
Oh yeah, the algorithm is one of them. We've not cracked TikTok yet. Yeah, we will do though.
We will do one day. We will long form.
We need to crack YouTube first.
That's a lot harder.
Oh yeah. It's a lot
Do you
harder.
make YouTube?
I've tried to do
content?
shorts.
Have you?
I posted like 30 shorts now, and like one of them got like 30,000 views, and the rest of them like zilch. So it's
really?
yeah.
It's tougher
weird,
algorithm
innit?
than
I
TikTok.
don't know how it works.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
TikTok is. You can just explode. But was it like just one video that exponentially went crazy for you, or was it like a build up?
It was a build up of sort of viral videos, really. So I was just posting as a joke, as we all lockdown starts 2020. We're all at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was working a job that was a bit of a dead end job, so I was like applying for other jobs, getting rejected because I got a Desmond at uni. I got an old tutor.
The old Desmond.
So I was applying for jobs, and then I was getting rejected. I didn't want to apply for like a lower class of job than I really wanted, because then you're locked into a job that you don't really want to do.
Yeah.
So I was like in a bit of a rut. So who knows? COVID wasn't all bad. Things can happen. You can sort of make a little change and switch up. And I posted like a few random little videos of me at home. Got a few hundred views, nothing major. And it was at Easter 2020, so 2 years ago today, roughly, maybe, or 2 years ago in like a week's time.
Yeah.
When I don't know when Easter is. It's in like a week or something.
Yeah.
I should know because I've got a couple of Easter brand deals. I need to post, but
I think it's 2 weeks. I think it's a weekend before my birthday.
When this episode goes up, it will be Easter this Friday coming.
Yes, it will be. Yeah. Happy Easter, buddy.
it was actually after Easter. I went to Tesco, and those Galaxy Enchanted eggs that you can get.
Yeah.
The gold on the outside. They were on offer for 20p. So I went and bought 5 bags of them, and I just made a video of me making cookies with these Galaxy Enchanted eggs, and I got like 100,000 views at the time, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I was buzzing, so I was like, I need to do this again. It's so addictive.
Get that dopamine hit of all them views. Just like, I want that again.
Literally, and then I sort of, my next viral one after that was when I did a little jingle to it. One of my first made up song.
I love them. I think they're so well done as well. Do you know what I've started liking now? So I've started reading the comments, and your comments is just full of, why didn't you rhyme this with this? Why didn't you rhyme this with this? People are getting angry about you rhyming. I'm like, just listen to it.
So often they're better, but hindsight's a fine thing. But it depends. If the video does well, I'm like, well, maybe I did make the right decision, because that comment is, algorithm.
Yes.
Get people talking.
I mean, I would say we've been saying some shockingly bad football opinions recently, but we don't do it for views. We literally do it because we have shockingly bad.
Yeah, and then you just get it across. As, I was doing that for views.
Yeah, just do it for views. Yeah. I don't actually believe that. And then really.
Yeah.
Well, talking about like your TikTok, because obviously it's food content, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the thing I love about yours is you just slap anything on a pizza. Like, I love the pizza oven stuff. When did
Honestly.
the pizza oven sort of start?
I basically just decided I really wanted one because I'd seen them online and stuff. I'd seen Uni. I messaged Uni. I didn't get a response, so I messaged the second biggest one after Uni. I got a response from them, and to be honest, it's a really good product. So I'm happy with them in the end. So yeah, they sent me over a pizza oven, and I've just been using it ever since. And I've practiced a lot now, and pizza comes out absolutely banging.
Pizza comes
Yeah, they look so good as well, and like I love a pizza oven. Also, my girlfriend Tony, she's been hammering at me about getting a pizza oven, and now I've introduced her to your videos. I just need to get one.
Honestly, I'd actually recommend it. Like, obviously, I got mine for free, but like, I know they're like what 400, 500 quid or something. But like, if you think about it, you're getting restaurant quality pizza every time. Costs you about 2 or 3 quid to make one. So when you make 100 pizzas, you probably make your money back eventually.
Yeah, I
better than a Domino's.
Oh, 100%. Domino's is overrated.
It is. Domino's is drunk food as far as I'm concerned.
What's the best takeaway pizza then?
A chain.
Yeah.
Probably Domino's, but like a wood-fired place that's in the village is far better than Domino's. You know what I mean?
100%. We've got quite a few in Gloucester, to be fair. There's a few pizza places which are quite good.
Yeah.
But like, it's so much better. I could talk about food all day. We've been waiting for this food episode. We've been waiting. Yes. So we have an age-old question. Now, every time we get a guest on, people just want to ask you. So, we're big fans of Greg's. We want a brand deal with Greg's. We're going to hammer it until we get one. What's your go-to Greg's order?
It would be, weirdly, it would just be a cheese and onion.
Okay.
Cheese and onion, because then I take it home and I put it in a sandwich and dip it in gravy.
What, cheese and onion pasty in bread?
Pasty in bread. This one I used to get at Greg's a lot, and I was alright. Chunky monkey.
You have changed the game there. It's like meeting...
Dip a cheese and onion pasty in gravy. You're absolutely sorted.
Really?
It is the one, yeah.
That is a rogue one, but
I'm happy with that. I really want to try that now, really badly. Oh, imagine. I used to have a meat and potato pie butties a lot. I just think if it's wrapped in pastry, it couldn't... on bread, have you never?
I've never
had a pie and a butty.
No, never had a pie and a butty.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a Wigan kebab. It's a
Wigan
northern speciality.
Is that a done thing? Yeah.
It was on. Was it on Lab Bible? Lab Bible.
Oh yeah, they got a wet balm and stuff.
Yeah, it was one of the Bibles, wasn't it? It was so good. Unreal. I'd murder on. I rate that.
My gripe with Greg's though is that you're taking a gamble depending on what time you go and whether the pasty is going to be hot or not.
Yeah.
Was it saving tax or something? So you can't risk having it on the go especially if you're like 3 or 4 p.m. is the worst time to get a Greg's. If you're at lunchtime or dinner time, they'll have you a nice warm pasty. But if you go at 3 or 4,
it depends what you go for. You need to go for the popular ones as well if you're around that time because coming out more frequently.
Yeah.
All right.
Fresher.
All right, so a question that people have not liked Dan's choice. So Dan likes chicken bake.
Chicken bake from Greg's.
And a lot of people have been slagging it off. Do you know what you should do? Like with your Greg's? Imagine like a Greg's in a burrito. I would murder that.
See, that's more Rap God's territory than mine.
Oh, we're getting onto Rap God.
I make the food I put into burritos. I don't buy it.
I mean, you have got very like a valid point there. He always just goes to like KFC, doesn't he?
Using raps enough, I'll already get enough tagging people Rap God in the comments. So the worst thing I can do is start actually copying him and doing sort of McDonald's meals in raps and stuff.
So would you call yourself more like a chef then?
Well, I can actually cook. Is the
I love fish straight away. Rap God sees a lovely guy as well. But
he really is lovely. And I love watching the videos to see the cross section. But thank God it's him eating it, not me. That's all I can say.
This is definitely being clipped and put in all over your socials, isn't it? You're like, yes, here we go.
Gotta be done, really. Gotta be done.
It's gotta be done. Yeah, well, I mean, everyone's gonna know who Rap God is as well, aren't they? You're like the two major key players there.
I'm playing catch up a little bit. I'll get there one day. He started a bit before me, so he had a bit of a head start. So hopefully one day I'll catch up and we'll be head to head.
It's all about the quality, though, isn't it? It's all about the quality. What's your kind of like favourite thing that you've made then? Because you've made so many, like, because you don't just like cook, you also bake as well. With you doing desserts a lot, so it's just everywhere. All your stuff.
To be honest, I'm not actually a sweet tooth person, so it wouldn't be something sweet.
Okay.
I don't really like sweet food that much. You know, I go to a restaurant, I get starter and main.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dessert.
really? I'm a main dessert guy.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
I
starters.
think the starters are better than the mains half the time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big dessert. I'm a big sweet tooth guy. Like waffles, you know, you got your chocolate cakes, Victoria sponges. Elite, mate.
Each their own, but Victoria Sponge, you know, I'd rather not eat it than eat it. Do you know what I mean? It's calories for sake of calories without the enjoyment. You know? I mean, put a bar of chocolate in front of me or a spoon of Haagen-Dazs salted caramel ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm going to demolish it, but like if it's not in the house, I'm not going to go out of my way to go and get it. Like I don't crave it when it's not there. But I will demolish it if it's in front of me.
I won't turn it down. So what was that, mate? That favourite thing you made then?
I love lamb. Lamb's probably my favourite meat. It wouldn't be the meat I'd choose if I could only eat one meat because it's chicken's just so easy and versatile.
Yeah.
But on a special occasion, lamb, like a slow cooked lamb leg, is always the one. So probably like a curried slow cooked lamb leg in a burrito with some like nice like jeera rice, mango chutney, various salsas, salads, and bits and bobs, and bit of a Bombay mix. You know, Bombay mix.
Oh, yes.
Bit of crunch in there too.
I should have had my tea before.
I know, yeah, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, so it'll be a curried lamb burrito. I think is just that's mine.
Oof.
I mean, my mind is wandering now and I can't get that out of my mind. Like, it's dangerous now. Oh, I murdered that as well.
Have you ever had the ambition to open your own restaurant? Because some of the recipes you come out with.
My first thing is to do a food truck rather than a restaurant.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Lower costs, and I was saving up for it, and I've now got the capital to sort it out. But I just need to figure out the actual logistics of it now.
Yeah. Where you're going to put it and all that stuff.
Well, I'm going to have it mobile. That's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people all over the country who follow me on social media, so my whole point is I can make a few videos about it.
That's a great idea.
I'm going to be in this country on this day, and hopefully one of them gets enough views and in that place for people to actually then show up and.
Yeah.
I can make like a few burrito videos and say it's going to be available here on this day.
That's a sick
and hopefully,
idea.
if one of them goes viral or gets a few 100,000 views, it gets the right audience and people show up and actually come in and eat the burrito they see on the video, sort of thing. And that's the plan. But I've never done anything like that before, so I need to figure out the logistics of it before I just buy a food truck.
I know it's quite. Well, one I watch all the time is a Spud Van.
The Spud Man.
Yeah.
I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah, I watch. All he does is just make jacket potatoes. That's all he
charges
does.
way too much for him.
He charges like 4 or 5 quid for him, but every single time I come away thinking I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Every time.
Of course you would. Beans and cheese, jacket potato. You can't go wrong with it, can you?
Yeah.
Bit of chilli on top. Oh, stop it.
Chili on beans and cheese.
No. I'm talking like a jacket potato. I'm not going that
Steady
low.
on.
That would cost you about 7 quid in his van anyway, with all the ingredients.
Yeah.
So you're looking to do like a nationwide tour?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, so I've got a friend who I was messaging the other day. He's starting his own food truck. He lives down in Exeter. So I said I'd go and help him for a weekend or a few weekends, sort of just to learn the ropes. So that I come and work for free. I can make a bit of content about it. And just learn how to do it and learn like how many gas canisters you need in a day, like how long it takes to set it up, prep work, all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna go and help him for a few weekends in about a month or so when he's got that all sorted up, and hopefully that gives me the insight I need to be able to right, I can do it myself now.
Yeah, have you got someone that you're gonna come and do it with you? Because obviously working in the food van, it's not a one person job, is it really?
No, well I can work out that part of it. Like I can hire someone and just pay someone to come along. I've got loads of friends who kind of, can just come and cut things up on a weekend. They all work during the week and stuff. I'm sure one of them I could rope them along to come for a weekend and just be like, we're going to go to this little mini food festival somewhere and come and help me chop vegetables and stuff like that. But yeah,
make you a burrito for free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, food truck because a restaurant's expensive. You need to get a loan and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's such a big risk as well. Like so many restaurants these days close down as well. Like it's a really tough business to be in. But to be honest, what I've got at the moment is quite a good deal. I'm cooking every day as my job, but a lot less stressful than than being,
you're not having Gordon Ramsay screaming at your eye. Really, it's a lot more.
It's not the one.
No, I couldn't do it, especially when you do, because a lot of chefs kind of do 10, 12-hour shifts, don't they? Like it's not like a 9 to 5 job. It's a stressful kind of job. I don't think I could do it. I couldn't act that. No way.
No.
I mean, there's a shortage of chefs in the country at the moment because it's just like. There's not enough pay and just too much work. So why would you do it? Like,
exactly.
The reward's not there, so why would you just do an easier job that gets just as much money, sort of thing? So
So with your chef, was it something that you always did? Was it kind of like through high school? Because you said you went to uni as well. Was that completely separate, or?
Yeah, I did a maths degree.
You did a maths degree?
Yeah. Well, so
No, this is we've got a couple mates who do maths degrees.
oh, poor them.
Yeah.
But they're doing them at the moment, are they?
No, we've just finished.
finished
We
up,
did we were at Leeds, Uni of Leeds, and like I once read through one of his like reports. Yeah, he was talking about math mode, like putting his computer in math mode. Meant nothing to me.
I don't know what that is either, to be honest.
So how come you went into like the maths then? What did you kind of wanted to go into?
Well, I never knew what I wanted to go into, really. So I was at school, I was a bit of a maths geek, like it was my thing. At A level, I did maths further, maths and physics. Got 3 A stars.
Yes. What college did you go to? Aquinas?
Chilium.
Chilium.
Chilium School, if you know that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I did maths further, maths and physics at A level. It's kind of all led towards like, what do I do at uni?
Yeah.
Well, maths is the thing I'm good at, not necessarily the thing I enjoy. So I was like, right, I guess I'll do maths, and at uni I'll figure out what I want to do. And all I figured out is that I just love drinking.
What uni did you go to?
Uni of Bath.
Oh, nice. So
Okay.
down south.
Down south, yeah.
What's it like down there? Because we didn't have any mates who kind of went down south.
No.
Everyone kind of stayed round the northern, so like your Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle sort of area.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was really nice down there. Quite a nice culture in Bath. Like it's more relaxed. It's not like it's not as edgy as other unis. It's a bit more preppy, but
Yeah.
I quite like the whole setup
Yeah.
of it. There's weird rules in Bath. I'm not sure exactly what the rule is, but there's something about noise rules where clubs aren't allowed to be on ground level. So every club in Bath is an underground club.
Really?
So you queue and you go down the stairs to get into the actual club because they all had to be underground in the city centre for some reason.
That's so strange.
So all the clubs were like, underground.
I kind of rate it though.
It was cool.
A
Some of
little
them,
bit, I can't
some of
read
them turned into very like big sweat pits though.
Yeah,
Like,
bit grim as well.
The roofs, you touch them and you just fit.
Not for you.
But it was a good laugh, and I've got a good bunch of friends. But the degree itself is not getting put to use. I can't remember any of it.
Yeah.
Technically, it's been put to use with you doing all the logistics side of the van. So
Well, every bit of maths that I do use on a day-to-day basis is year 9 and before. so let's say you're wrapping a beef Wellington.
Yeah.
You want to know how much pastry you need to wrap around it. You get a ruler. You measure the diameter of the thing you're wrapping around and times it by pi. And that's the length of the pastry you need to wrap around the Wellington. That's year 9 maths. What else is it?
there's none of this sine, cos, and tan, is there? Like, so I started maths. Let's just say I got first year, U'd it. Straight U. I was like, yeah. Obviously, high school maths, you can get away with being just
You just wing
good
it,
with
can't you?
good with numbers, can't you?
yeah.
You can just get away. And then it got to like, not for me. Like a lot of graphs got involved, and I was like, I really don't want to do this. I just never revised it. It just went downhill.
Yeah, that was my problem. Is I never learned how to revise. I never revised at
Yeah.
school because all math stuff just came naturally. I never revised really for anything. So I got to uni and it's kind of like you had to revise. It wasn't the same kind of maths. It was like you had to memorise theorems and obscure bits of maths from 100 years ago from some super genius mathematician. And you could never work it out in the exam. You had to remember it.
Yeah.
Because it was so complex. So in A level, you can work it all out in the exam. In uni, it's like there's not a chance you can do it. So you've got to memorise it. And I'd never learned to memorise stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Just wanted to go out, didn't you? Really?
I was a bit screwed. Just wanted to go out, and I did a lot.
Yeah.
Is that where kind of like, because obviously we kind of a stigma of being a uni student is like cheap meals and they don't really cook, do they? And you're kind of like the opposite, where you come out of a uni, because obviously you were at uni like too long ago. So is uni kind of like where you learn to cook, or?
Well, I did a bit of cooking as a teenager, and I thought I was good at cooking at the time. I remember in hindsight, I'm looking at it now, I wasn't actually good at cooking. I just probably thought I was. Then at uni, I just cooked all throughout uni. I got a house with all my mates in 2nd and 3rd year. And the way we did it is we didn't do our own shopping and our own individual stuff. We went and shopped as a group in the local co-op. It got a bit dangerous because we'd go as a group and we'd like all put stuff in. We were going to split it in evenly anyway. We'd all throw stuff in the trolley, but if someone put something in there, it was like everyone knew like only they're going to eat that. So I'm like, well, I've got to put something in for me now that matches that value. So we walk out the store, we end up probably spending more money because we had to match
So it's
everyone else.
literally like a competition. You were having a competition around like go up and Tesco.
Yeah, just to make sure you had to be there and make sure you got your money's worth in that shop. and I would do all the cooking for everyone. So we'd agree like, oh, what do you fancy this week? And we'll have a curry this night. We'll have this that night. And I'd basically cook for everyone and try and get them to do the washing up.
Yeah.
Never happens, though, does it? That's like a common lie. Like, oh yeah, if you get a taxi, I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah.
Exactly the same in it. Yeah. You cook and I'll wash up. Never happens.
Yeah.
Never happens. Just I'll leave it to soak for the next day. And then never.
I wish when I was at uni I had a flatmate like that cooked all my meals. I was having chicken and rice every night.
Well, they were busy doing their problem sheets and all that, so I don't do any of the work. So I got the time to do it. But yeah, I mean, I've got really good at cooking since I started making content. Though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like, you don't really, because I've been making something new every day for 2 years.
Yeah.
Most people just sort of make the same meals they already know how to cook, don't they? So making something new is what makes you learn stuff, because you're like, okay, well, now I've made all these things and blah, 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 and every time you make something new, you learn something about it. So I've probably got twice as good at cooking in the past 2 years since I started doing content. And now I would consider myself a really good cook.
I mean, I've seen your stuff. Like you are a good cook.
But 2 years ago, like, I probably thought I was at the time, but in hindsight, like, there's so many things I didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Your ideas, though, where'd you come up with your ideas? Like, some of them, I look at them and I'm like, how have you thought that? Like, the lasagna, like, you've taken, like, all your lasagna stuff and you're just branching it everywhere. Like, how would you just keep coming up with it over and over again?
well, for some reason, lasagna gets views. That's the stigma. It's like, right, okay, what else can I do with lasagna now? So I just was like, what can you do? Lasagna pizza, lasagna. Just naming off other popular foods that people eat all the time. Lasagna spring rolls. Did you see the lasagna?
Yeah, they will. I mean, we've got like 7 million views, something stupid like that. Yeah, I love them.
It was great. I posted that one just before I went skiing, and I hadn't really pre-filmed that much content. I wanted to enjoy my ski trip. So I was like, I might have to film a little bit while I'm away. But that one just kept going up and up and up. I was like, why do I need to post now?
I mean, I can enjoy just going down the slope thinking, yes, I don't need to film when I get back. I'm nice and happy.
I'd come home at the end of the day and I'd check my notifications and it'd be like, okay, during that I got 2,000 more followers today. It's like, from not posting, just the lasagna spring rolls carrying me. That one video got me about 30,000 followers.
Really?
Crazy.
Yeah, certain videos it's not only going viral, but it's got a high follower conversion rate, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like some videos go viral and people just sort of like and scroll on, but some videos like, I want to see more of this, I'm going to follow, see what else this person's got to say. So yeah, that video had a high follower conversion rate, is what I call it, as well as going viral. Yeah. So it just jumped me 30,000 followers on TikTok from one video.
Was that your most viral video then that you've had? Oh.
No, it's not. I've got one with 11 million, I think.
Yeah.
But that one had a lower follower conversion rate. That one was a chicken burger between 2 mini pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Bit of me.
pure. It was stunt food. It was stunt food.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. I'd rather have a regular chicken burger or just the pizzas. I wouldn't want it together.
Yeah.
But
It's good to go viral though, isn't it? Because everyone's thinking like, if it's always a sort of, your content is very much, why didn't I think of that? Like over and over again, and then you see it and you're like, wow. And I like how you started to put all your recipes, haven't you, on like a link tree.
I work with that company, so I actually get paid for that.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, yeah.
So every time I click on there, I can go, this is going straight into rolling. Yeah, man.
15p, cheers, mate. But yeah,
I won't tell you how many times I've been on that.
But yeah, no, I work with them. So it's a win-win, really. I get
definitely helps you, yeah.
It's quite a cool app as well. It shows the recipes in quite a cool format. And
yeah.
You can click on a thing and it makes a shopping list for you as well. So if you want to make a recipe, it generates a shopping list for you.
Cool.
I've not used that feature myself yet, but it's quite cool.
Obviously, being a TikToker, like, we know, obviously we won't go into the numbers or anything like that, but is TikTok is it like your main source of income then?
Well, I quit my job 6 months ago now.
Right.
So the reason why I quit my job is I had a friend who works he owns his own social media marketing agency, and he was putting together this vegan content creator house for a brand, Squeaky Bean. I don't know if you've heard of Squeaky Bean.
I'm not sure if I have, but
they do sort of like meat replacement products in the supermarket.
Yeah.
They're in every supermarket. I think they're the second biggest one after Quorn.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You might have to double check me on that. It might be the third after another one called Vivera. But so they were putting together a content creator house for vegans, and I was like, oh, that was like quite a cool idea. So I was speaking to this guy about it. And I was asking about the details and stuff, and it sounded like a really cool idea. And he was like, maybe you should apply. And I was like, come on, I'll apply then. When I heard the details of it, and because I had to help him and he was putting together, I sort of suspected I'd probably get it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were like, yeah, we want you in. And yeah, it was a 3-week thing in a vegan house somewhere in the countryside down south. And I was asking them, could I bring my laptop and could I work from there some days? And they were like, probably not. We're going to do activities every day. So I was like, right, I've got this job that I don't like, or this really fun vegan content creator house that's going to pay me more than my job.
And it's a no-brainer.
Really. So I was like, right, I'm going to be making more just from being in a fun house for 3 weeks than I would for my job. Let's just quit and I'll figure out what I do after it.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can make this content creator thing full-time enough. And ever since, I've managed to consistently make more than my old job, which is quite cool.
Perfect.
Like, I'm not making crazy money, but I'm making enough, more than my old job. So enough to sort of justify I made the right decision sort of thing.
It's not just about money though, is it? I think of how much more enjoyment you're having now.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Like, it's like,
I can see by how you're talking about how much you're loving it.
My main hobby is also my job.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So yeah, I did that, content creator house for 3 weeks, which are literally, you wake up, I think the daily meeting was at 10, so if you want to go to the gym beforehand, you can wake up before, go for a dip in the pool, in the indoor or outdoor pool.
Indoor or out? It's like being on holiday.
It was a 3-week holiday, and basically every day there was some sort of like fun activity that we had to do, and we had to film content featuring the Squeaky Bean brand and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was in September, but it was sunny for at least half of it. So it's just like, and this place, it was a mansion. It was like a massive, very glad I did it. I think they're going to do it again, so hopefully I can weasel my way in.
You've got to get in there again.
But they might be wanting an entirely new set of people. So if they do, they do.
Yeah.
But
if they don't,
get me back in there, 100%.
And luckily, I still live with my mum, so I've got the security of, okay, if it doesn't work out, I've not got that much financial responsibility, and I've got savings, blah 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 blah. But luckily, I've just managed to. I reach out to brands. I try and organise things and be business savvy with it all. And yeah, I've done alright for it since. So
sweet.
That's my full-time job somehow.
I mean, it sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Really. So obviously we still just work full-time, and this is just like a weekends, evening sort of hobby.
Yeah.
But yeah, business savvy. I can see kind of like you seem very intelligent as well. Do you think that sort of, have you got that edge over a lot of kind of like content creators? Content creators, a lot of people just kind of blow up, don't they, out of nowhere. Are you much more? You seem very analytical. Are you very kind of like analytical side of it?
Well, I'm annoyed that I didn't sort of be more analytical with it sooner. Like I sort of, I went viral and I got lucky, and I sort of just didn't really think about it for so long. I didn't think about why I went viral. I just kind of, for so long, I still made videos, but not as frequently, and I was still doing my job. And I was kind of not thinking about the actual algorithm behind it. And then one day I was speaking to another food creator, and we were having a competition, first to 100k followers on TikTok. I think we both had about 80,000 followers at the time. This was a year and something, a long time ago. And to do that, I was actively then thinking about, how can I go viral? How can I beat him to 100k? So that competitiveness suddenly like got me like, right, I need to beat him to 100k.
That's a great idea.
I need to think about the algorithm. And I just started speaking to other food creators about their viral videos. And on TikTok, you can see the analytics of it. So you can see the average watch time, completion rate, number of shares, number of comments, number of saves. And you can work out what you need to make a viral video, and sort of learn the tricks of the watch time, how to get better watch time on your videos. And now I've sort of mastered the algorithm a little bit. So it's... Yeah, I'm adaptable. A lot of people go viral because they get lucky with it. And they have that one thing that they do it over and over again. They get some followers, but they don't learn new skills in the process. How to do it with other stuff. And I feel like I can just. It is an algorithm, and I am a mathematician. So at the end of the day, it's just I'll always adapt and make it work. And if you put the effort in, I think people can see that as well. Like, people can see a video's taking you 6 hours to make that 20-second clip. So I feel like just put the effort in, work out the algorithm. Keep speaking to other creators about their viral videos and what sort of working on TikTok right now, and that's what I've been doing. So
I love it. You don't really, because I watch a lot, because I'm big into like mainly YouTube, to be honest. That's like that's where I watch a lot of my sort of videos, and you always hear like these content creators talking about it. No one ever kind of talks about it like that. No. But it's such a good way, because I'm an analytical person myself. Like I work in sales, so I'm always looking at my stats, my conversion rates, working out this, how can I do this better, stuff like that. And now I've gone into YouTube. The YouTube Studio app is like my worst enemy, but also biggest friend at the same time. I'm watching it, I'm like, 13.2%. I'm like, come on. But it gives you that motivation as well. It gives you that drive. So
when you get that 1 of 10.
We got a 1 of 10 last week, and we were like, all week, I've never been in such a good mood. I was like,
what's the 1 of 10?
So it was with Lewis, the pro footballer, but I did do a lot of plugging for it. So I joined, because obviously he played for a few different clubs. So I joined their fans group and did like a pitch, basically. And because I did the pitch at 6 o'clock when it came out, the views in the first hour was high. So then YouTube pushed it more. And like it's going on to be one of our biggest videos. It's second at the moment. But like, so I'm evolving kind of into like your mindset of what can I do different? Why hasn't this video done like this?
So if you didn't know, I'm not sure how well like inclined you are with YouTube. So what it does, YouTube, it rates your video in comparison with your last 10 videos.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it gives you a 1 like what rating out of 10. So when you get a 1 out of 10 like that, it feels great. But then you get a 10 out of 10 from a podcast that you thought was really good. You're like, why is that a 10?
It's just some of ours that we've had.
It's great and it's horrible at the same time.
But you learn about it.
Yeah.
But the best thing about it is because it's not our job at the same time, when we do get a 10 out of 10, we're not thinking, oh, we're not getting paid for this. It's just a case of, that was good fun. Yeah. And like, sometimes like, the ones that we've had like really low views on have been the best kind of podcasts in our opinion. But it's also good to see it as a, why do I like it, but other people maybe not? But we like variety, don't we?
It's all about mass appeal as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's, there's some niche things that you might quite like about it. If someone, it might go over their head, so they can't really relate to whatever that point was. Whereas you know everything about it because you're on the podcast, obviously. So it's all about mass appeal and.
Yeah, talk about Greggs for a full hour.
Yeah, basically, people love Greggs. That's what we've learned.
They do.
Should we have a little break, boys?
Let's do it.
Yeah, we've got quite a few questions to go through. We got off Instagram, and most of them are going to be food related, to be honest with you. Yeah, and we'll throw a few. We like to, the second part, we like to kind of, the first part, we kind of delve into why you do what you do. Bit more serious than the second part, which is about it. Yeah. So see you
back in a minute.
See you back.
Hey, welcome back. Part 2 of the Offbeat podcast.
Part 2. And we are back. Yeah, we've had a bit of camera difficulty, but we're back. Right, technical difficulties here. Yeah. So we're not professionals yet. Let's just say that. It's like new toys, isn't it? Like just constantly. Like we've got a new camera and like we're waiting for his part to come, his lens. And I was sat there and we filmed 2 episodes last week. And I had the camera, but the lens took another 2 days to arrive. So I was sat there like, I just want to play.
But anyway, in the break we were talking then, weren't we? And we talked, do you cook every day?
So I generally do cooking days and editing days. So I try and batch things together. So if I've got a bunch of ideas, things I want to deep fry, I'll have the same batch of oil hot and ready to go, and I'll plan it all. If the pizza oven's fired up, I'll do 4 pizza videos in one go.
Okay.
Because it takes an hour to heat up, and it's there, and you make the dough in a big batch, so it's all good to go. I'll do editing days. So today was an editing day.
Yeah.
The weather wasn't great. I like to do most of my filming outside. So I plan it around the weather in the week. So I'm like, when's it going to be raining? And those can be my editing days. But today I wasn't actually even editing my own videos. I was editing for other brand accounts that I now manage.
Oh, nice. So do you like outsource yourself then, or is it like...
Yes, the companies that I initially worked with and just did a brand deal, and I had the neat idea to... So the first one was Burrito, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
Well, I think everyone loves Burrito, don't they, really?
Yeah,
like, so nice.
It was my first ever burrito when I was 10 years old. My first ever burrito.
It's a special place in your heart. It's a special place.
Was Burrito. And I can't remember exactly how I got... Actually, I remember how I got in touch with them. They followed me on Tik Tok. And I just, for some reason, I noticed the follow come through, so I followed them back and I got speaking to it. And we started chatting, and then we did an initial brand deal where it's a video to my account. And then I said to them, I was like, can I have like your login? Because I got a couple of video ideas that I could post to your account. So I got the login, I posted 2 random videos, and one of them got, I think, 3 million views on their TikTok account. So I then had the bright idea to say, well, how about rather than me doing videos for mine, because mine's all about cooking, so you can't really make as good content about just burritos and stuff from you guys on my account. So how about we have some sort of monthly thing where I make videos for you? So they were like, yeah, sure, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a trial run. So the past few months, it was the trial one, and I think I've got them. It's something like 15, 20 million views on their account now. I've got them.
Nice.
Jesus. I mean, it's a no-brainer for them, isn't it, really?
They get a banging deal out of it, and it means I don't have to pollute my page with ads, because
Yeah.
it's sort of like, if people can see it's an ad and it's always obvious it's an ad, it has to be a really entertaining video for it to work, and I can't make a super entertaining video for my account with someone else making a burrito.
Yeah.
So now I make one video a week for the Burrito account, and I'll basically go in, they load my app up with 3 burritos, so I've got...
And you're like, yes!
So have you got like a burrito black card?
Well, not exactly, but I've basically got unlimited burritos.
Yeah.
But it's all on the app. They're just like, if I run out, I'll message him and say, can I have a few more? And I'll go in and get my free burritos. And
Nice.
And basically, they know me now, because I go to the same store every time.
Yeah.
I go to one in the traffic centre, because I can hop on the motorway, and it's just the ring road takes me right to it. I think it's the closest one, but yeah, they know me now. I've got a couple of them on Instagram, so I messaged them saying, "Are you in today?" I choose the one with the smallest hands. Because it makes the burrito look bigger. So yeah, literally, I
Come around here, actually.
I go and I think of a few cool ideas, and I'll just hold my phone over the counter, and I'll film them making burritos, and I'll sort of edit it and do the text-to-speech function on TikTok, if you know about that, and try and think of a funny sort of a gag to put over the video to keep people engaged and stuff, and edit the clips in a certain way. And so I do them now, and then based on the success of that, I then spoke to another company I've worked with before on brand deals, Mission Wraps, if you know Mission Wraps, from supermarkets, and said, "Do you want to?" I said what I was doing with Burrito. Do you want to do something similar as well? And they go, "Yeah, sure." So now I also do Mission Wraps. So I make one video a week for Burrito and one video a week for Mission Wraps.
That's so clever. That's such a good idea, though, because you're kind of future-proofing yourself a little bit, aren't you? By having all these different kind of avenues here and there. Because you are technically self-employed, aren't you? Like, you need to constantly be on the move and having a look.
Exactly. I'm adapting.
You're adapting.
To the market. And my first... My Mission Wraps was from 1st of April, was when it started. So I've been negotiating it for a few months. And from 1st of April is when we were doing it. First video, it's on 1.8 million views.
It's great. It's good, though, because you can... That's your portfolio, isn't it? So you can now go to another brand and say, look, I've done this with Burrito and Mission Wraps. Why don't you come and join in?
Yeah. That's exactly that. That's what the plan is, really. To say, look, I've had this success. It works as a process.
Yeah.
I've got the track record to show the 2 that I've done so far. They're getting much better value out of this than they would from an ad, because ads wouldn't get as many views.
Yeah.
So you can make an authentic video. It doesn't look like an ad. You can grow their own page. It gives them better value. And you don't have to put your own page with ads.
Yeah, no brainer.
But I don't want to give this idea to too many other TikTokers.
I was going to say, because that's you don't see that a lot, because on a lot of kind of like the YouTube game as well, like, it's a lot of ad content, and it is obvious ad content at the same time.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends is the one in it. Manscaped, they just sponsor everybody, like every man and dog. Manscaped, if you do want to sponsor us.
So
if you do want to sponsor
DMs
us,
are open.
emails are open.
Shave those grey hairs off.
I need to, mate. It's true.
You're wounded now, aren't you?
Oh, mate, I'm not wounded. I get it all the time. Don't you worry. It's just a common misconception. And also at work as well now, because I'm like the youngest. People love to take a piss out of me for my grey hair. They absolutely love it, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't blame them either.
I mean, if it was me, I'd be doing exactly the same, because I'd take a piss out of them being old all the time. So they'll just say like random, like they'll talk about like TV shows they used to watch. I know exactly what they are, but every single one I'm like, what? And what even is that? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Never heard of Dick and Dom? In the bungalow?
Dick and Dom in the bungalow was elite.
That was.
Yeah, the podcast Dick and Dom.
The podcast. I'll take that. That's been clipped. Every social. Nice little lad.
Oh no, they're up to these days. I'm not seeing them in a while.
Oh, they do like club appearances now, don't they?
Oh, do they? Oh,
Yeah, they'll do a DJ
set.
set.
That's the way.
Yeah.
Paul Chuckle does that as well, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he does.
Paul Chuckle's just randomly in like Staffordshire somewhere.
I would rather see them in a nightclub than some random off Love Island or something. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So would I
Yeah.
actually, yeah, because the Beast does it as well from the Chase.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, does he? Yeah. That'd be. I don't watch Chase, but yeah, if I watched it, I think that'd be.
And he's a
be a
big
fun
lad as well. I imagine that being absolute, like on a student night out, you're absolutely smashed. and then like just Dick and Dom can walk in front of you. Like, it would just make your night, wouldn't
Or
it?
Paul Chuckle, that'd be like
Yeah.
that. Was he? Did something happen to one of the Chuckles?
Yeah, Barry
Barry
passed away, didn't he?
passed away, yeah. Shame. But yeah, if you Paul Chuckle in a club, I think that would be.
You'd be buzzing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see? He was there at the Johnson's Paint Trophy football final, and he came out and delivered. He came out on so it's sponsored by Papa John's, and he came out on like a delivery bike with a delivery driver on the front, and the ball was in a Papa John's box. Yep. Exactly, and then Paul Chuckle was riding on the back of it in a Rotherham shirt, got out and put the ball on the top. Him and Tim Vine. I was like, "What is happening here?" It was the most mental thing we've ever seen.
Oh, in a simulation.
Yeah, it's real or what is happening? So, like, do you know, like, with the brands you've worked with, you kind of worked with the biggest and best, aren't you? Really?
I'm making my way towards it now, but yeah, there's still a few that I've got my sights on. Heinz is a.
Oh, yeah.
I've messaged them a couple of times, and they've messaged back. We had a bit of a back and forth, and they've commented on a few of my vids. But I'm yet to secure the Heinz deal, but we'll get there eventually.
So, is that the one that Heinz you like?
Well, that's the one of the that's probably the biggest brand I would have worked with if I did work with him.
Yeah.
But yet to lock it in. Come on, Heinz.
Heinz, if you're watching, I mean, not watching, but
I'll be posting my beans and cheese Wellington soon. You'll love it. It's with Heinz beans. You could have sponsored it.
Missing out there.
just say it's beans now. Don't say Heinz beans.
Oh,
Don't give anything away for free in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think that maybe the can will be in the video. They will,
yeah.
Not
little cameo.
You can see the what is it? The green colour of the as I tip it onto the thing. So, but it's not obvious. It would be more obvious.
Talking about that, it's just reminded me of we had a question on one of our first ever episodes on the podcast, and it was a hypothetical one. It was, where would your dream place, your dream restaurant to get a black card? Where would that be?
To be honest, it probably wouldn't even be a chain. It'd be like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh, yeah.
I went to my first Michelin 3-star the other day.
Okay.
Really?
When I was skiing, one of the guys suggested it, and I was like, "How much did it cost?" And they were like,
I got an extra 2,000 followers today. Yeah.
well, I filmed the courses with the plan of I'll at some point make a video about it if I can think of a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
And it'll be a tax write-off.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Clever.
Yeah. There you go.
People do that for content now, don't they? And then you can do a tax write-off on a ski trip in general because
Exactly. I've got it all under wraps. I got it all. Half the flights, half the hotel. It's all going on there. It's all going on the tax write-off. See if I can go back off of that. That'd be a cool one. But what is my favourite chain? I don't even. I don't know. I'm gonna have to.
You've got your Burrito though, haven't you?
I've got that,
That's that one.
Yeah, but I don't really eat that much like chain food, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I do all my cooking, and if I'm not cooking, I want to eat something that's like nicer than what I can cook.
Yeah.
So you know what a Mackey's chicken legend, really, do you?
Yeah.
You want to go.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's always a time for a Mackey's, isn't there?
It's after a night out, isn't it?
or in the morning if you're travelling, like a little cheeky sausage and muffin.
Something quick.
You can't go
The
wrong.
hash browns are top tier as well.
I prefer the Subway hash browns, me. I had the Subway hash browns today.
Subway is the most overrated chain.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna compare to.
Podcast done.
No. I can see your point actually. Like, I don't get it a lot. I get it like once every couple. Really, it's just.
I think it's
just a butty.
Yeah, it's spot on though.
Yeah, I have to be in the mood for it. I get one every like few months, whereas other things.
If Subway and Nando's didn't have free refill drinks, I would probably never go to either of them.
Really?
Nando's as well.
Throw it in the mix.
Oh, I like this. This is.
yeah, I have Nando's every now and again when I go to the cinema just to remind myself how average it is. and then I won't go for ages. To be fair though, you don't live that near me, but the Cineworld at Didsbury is just got Five Guys next to it.
Okay.
Yes, I went there the other night. I didn't go to Five Guys. I went to Wagamama's, but do you when you're walking into a place and you see the place next door?
How you could go to Wagamama's?
I know.
Five Guys next door.
I wasn't organising it. Don't worry, it wasn't my choice.
You had the collar on, did you?
Let's just say, people, my bosses, so I'm not saying no.
See, I can't believe you said that about Nando's because saying that about the black card, I was about to say, yeah, I'd probably go Nando's.
I'd go Five Guys. I would go Five Guys.
Because I mean, if you had Five Guys and you're having Five Guys every day, it wouldn't look too good, would it?
Yes, but I'm a burger man, and then the milkshakes as well. I don't care if it costs £5. I'm buying one every time I go.
I thought of my backlad. It would be Weatherspoons. Without a doubt.
Oh,
it would be
my
Weatherspoons.
God.
Yeah.
That's like a cheat code, that as well. Because like your boozing, your food.
Yeah, but that's bang average as well.
Yes, but
but
good shit.
Pints. the spoons. My nearest spoons is a really nice one. When it's sunny, it's got a massive beer garden, and it is just an absolute vibe. Yeah, Weatherspoons in Poynton.
Oh, it is a nice spoon.
It is a nice spoon.
It's a nice spoon.
I play foot golf in Poynton, and we always end up in Weatherspoons afterwards.
And you know what you're getting with spoons. You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, spoons
Microwave
chips.
food.
Spoons chips are fantastic.
Agreed.
You can't deny it.
Nah, spoon
Agreed.
chips are the worst chips going ever.
Are you a fries man?
They're just pure mash.
Yeah, that's
They're
good.
too mashy.
I love a steak cut chip. Like steak
I like
cut
a proper
chip or
homemade chip.
anything.
I think spoon chips are the best of all the chains. Like they're better than
Really?
Mackey's, Nando's. A spoon chip. But you can see why they're so good because you look at the calories on the menus now.
Yeah.
You add chips, that's 800 or 900 calories you add to your meal. Of absolute pure joy, but still 890.
I'm happy in the moment. We're not happy the next day, but we're happy in the moment. I'm a big advocate for Weatherspoons chips every day of the week. Like
I can't back this. I honestly think they're the worst chips out of anywhere.
I can't believe that.
I'm gonna have to, it's just slander, isn't it?
It is slander.
See what you think in the comments below. Spoons chips, are they the one or not?
He's learning. he's learning here.
Exactly. I mean, I wish their sauce selection was a bit better. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you could get some I don't know, some peri sauces to dip them in, or just some hot sauce or something. I mean, ketchup and mayo.
You're a
is just
massive fan of hot food, though. Like every single, most food videos you do. Yeah, I'm just gonna put chilies on it. I'm gonna put chilies on it, like sriracha sauce.
People
hot
comment
sauce.
like, if I ate that many chilies, something would explode.
Yeah.
But I'm just accustomed to it at this point. I had a really rough experience with spice when I was. It was ages ago, and I was like 7 or 8, 9 months. It was one of my first ever brand deals that I was going to be doing. I was working with a company who produced a product called the World's Hottest Shot, which is a 63% rum infused with Carolina Reapers for like 6 months.
What?
So it's the spice of Carolina Reapers with a 63% rum.
Okay.
Burn.
And it's a challenge to do it, and you're in pain for an hour, and that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to promote this product, so they sent me a couple of shots as well as that. I've been a big fan of the hot sauces for a while now.
Yeah.
So I really like the hot sauces, but the ones that aren't ridiculously hot, obviously. So I did this shot, and it was just like an out of body experience. Since then, like other kinds of spice just doesn't affect me as much because it was like
Because you burnt your insides.
it was 10 times the spice level I'd had anything else before. Like
Really?
like even like Scotch bonnets, which are quite spicy. I think they're 300,000 Scoville. I can eat them now relatively comfortably, but this shot was like 5 million Scoville.
That's meant.
I struggle with
I'm
jalapeno.
soft. Yeah, I'm soft.
Well, jalapenos got something like 10,000 or something, so there's levels to it. And it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Whenever I see like your videos, I always think, I wouldn't add the chilies. Every single time, wouldn't add the chilies.
I've got to be careful when I cook for other people now because I cook things for me which I can't even taste the spice in. And they're like, it's too spicy for me, and I'm like, genuinely, I can't taste any spice in this whatsoever.
Do you like a curry then?
Yeah, I love a curry. Yeah. The curries near me are great as well. Like I'm yet to find a curry house as good as my local.
Oh really?
Do you live in Poynton then?
I live in Bramall.
Yeah.
So the nearest it's like a 10-minute, short £7 Uber. Sorted. Uber to spoons. Day in the sun drinking pints.
There's loads of nice bars in Poynton as well.
Special.
Poynton's just it's a nice place. Poynton.
It is a nice place.
It is a nice place.
Worst part about Poynton is they've got this shared space driving zone. I don't know if you've heard about this. They were the innovator for a new style of in-town driving.
Okay.
But the whole of the town is the way you drive through is basically a big old pavement.
Oh yeah, it's weird. Isn't it? Then the roundabouts. There's like 3 roundabouts next to each other. Like, you don't need spread them out a bit. You don't need to put a traffic light on.
A lot of old people in Poynton, a lot of them get confused at those roundabouts. Like I see them, you are still supposed to drive around it like a roundabout, even though they've not got the clear
Exactly.
markings.
Yeah.
So I'm like, just mark it like a normal. If it is a normal road at the end of the day, just mark it like a proper road, so all these people don't get as confused just driving through.
Yeah.
Because they're driving the wrong way around the roundabout because they don't know because it's
Yeah.
not marked. But really, you got to imagine the roundabout in your head and then go the right way around.
It's just amazing. Why is it always? It's not even pedestrianised. You still drive normal, but it makes people drive so much slower. As soon as you get to a pavement bit, people are like, 50 mile an hour, second gear, and you're like, come on, like, just drive normal. It's still exactly the same. You've unlocked a memory there with me where every single time we go, because I play foot golf just past it at Adlington, so I'm always driving through Poynton because from me it's just on the way, and every single time I'm like,
I think if I bought a house now, I don't know where I would because I could work from anywhere, and I just like where do I want to be for the rest of my life. But if I was going to buy one now, Poynton would be towards the top of the list, I reckon. Because if you go in between Poynton and Bramall, you know the bypass, which can take you all the way to you can go there and right to Manchester, or there straight on to wherever. And Poynton, you got a Spoons, you got an Aldi. It's got quite a nice curry house.
Big advocate for Aldi. Is Aldi your number one supermarket?
Tesco is my nearest. I basically all do Tesco because I'm a 5-minute drive from Tesco. Aldi's like 13-minute drive, so I'm like, but you know, Aldi pink gin.
Yeah,
Aldi pink gin.
It's the Grayson's Aldi pink gin. A litre of it's like, I don't know, like 15 quid or something. But like, it's better than any other gin.
Wow.
Are you a gin man? Is that your go-to drink?
I'm an everything man. I'm an alcoholic.
I have a good time. This is what you should say. I have a good time.
I've quite a midweek drinking actually. You know, I'm trying to be healthy.
People at work will say that.
Self-employed as well. It's a tough feat.
Well, my plan, I go gym in the evenings. Even I could go in the day. So it's like, if I go gym, I'm like, well, I can't drink, so I've got to go gym later. That's the way I get around it.
It's all right. Just have slimline tonic. Sign. It's all
but yeah, no. So, I stopped drinking beer midweek, kind of like a few months ago, and I started going gym more. Lost 2 stone. So.
Nice.
I'm still a fat lad now. So you should have seen me 3 or 4 months ago.
I don't drink that much when I'm kind of in and around. Well, if I go out and I go for a meal, I always get a pint. Like I like casual drinking. People don't understand. Like if I go to football, I'll have a couple, and people are like, "Why are you drinking to not get pissed?" I'm like, I'm drinking to I enjoy it. I like a good pint of lager. I'm not wrong with it. It's empty calories though, innit?
Yeah. But before I started like making TikToks and stuff, in the evenings I'd work. I'd finish work. I'd go on the PlayStation. I'd literally just crack open beers and have them on stuff as I'm playing. And I'd be playing the game. And I'd look to my after and there's like 7 bottles that I've just gathered on my desk. Yeah. And this is a weeknight, and it would happen like most nights. So I'm like,
it's a self-employed, isn't it? It's the way. It's like when being a uni student as well. Like a couple of.
I used to do that for free drinks. Get on Fortnite. A few bottles of Corona or something. Actually, no. Back in uni, it's probably Budweiser. Cheap.
Yeah, Budweiser is cheap. Are you a big gamer then?
Not really. I kind of stopped for a while because I kind of like replaced my gaming time with making TikToks.
Yeah.
And ever since I kind of like, when I'm not cooking, I'm sort of sitting, editing, or trying to get all my stuff together and stuff. So I kind of work basically my entire life now.
Yeah. Well, it's self-employed, isn't it? You're 24/7, isn't it? Constantly.
So it's like if I'm playing Fortnite, then I'm not thinking of ideas. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that, and I enjoy that almost as much, probably, or as much as playing Fortnite. So
yeah,
I tell you, I probably work 70 hours a week, but it's not work, is it? It's like if watching TikToks is work, then
guilty as charged.
Yeah, I've just started playing Fortnite again recently. I played a game at the weekend because they've removed building.
Building's
I
gone
need
on
to
it.
get back on it.
Yeah, no.
It makes it playable again.
The 8-year-old kids on a keyboard were so annoying.
Can't deal with it.
It was just like, what are you doing? Because it was big when. Was it like your first year uni?
First year uni was when it started.
Yeah, so and it was
ago.
so good, and then
People
you just got the kids joined in, and they're
the
just
better
tryhards.
people got at the game, the worse the game got.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to log on every now and again and have a few games. I don't want to log on and just die straight away. Puts you in a box, edits you, and shotguns you in the face, and you're like, right, cheers, mate. Yeah.
And you're just popping your windows here and everywhere, and I'm like, just calm down.
Yeah.
I can't think that quick, let alone move that quick.
No. But
So is Fortnite your kind of go-to game? Are you a shooter game man? Are you kind of like a COD?
a bit of Rocket League,
Yeah.
Oh, I never got into Rocket League.
Oh, it is good. When you get into it, the better it gets as well, because you sort of learn all the strategies and stuff, and you figure out how to fly and how to do like air dribbles and stuff.
Yeah,
like
we've got mates who
I
spend
never
their
had the
whole
dedication
life.
to go.
Yeah, I
get that deep
don't
into
have it.
Rocket League.
I think it's probably one of the most skilled games you can play.
Yeah.
Agreed. Have you seen Pro Rocket League?
Yeah, it's insane.
They are mentally good, like stupidly good.
The skill cap for Rocket League is one of the highest in any games, I think. Like some games I kind of do. I don't think FIFA is a very high skill cap game.
Really?
No, not compared. I think like Fortnite is higher than FIFA as well, but I think Rocket League's up there with like how good you can get at the game. 'Cause you do the whole thing yourself for Rocket League, whereas FIFA there is
You've got the AI,
to an
yeah.
extent. You get AI involved. Whereas Rocket League, every single thing that card does is from your controller. So like the skill cap therefore has to be so much higher, and there's so much you can do. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
It's just so hard though. It's so hard. We've got mates who spent hours and hours and hours on it. Like, just live the whole life on Rocket League. Because it's a game you can't really get bored of, can you?
No. And you can just go on for just a quick 5-minute game, which turns into 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not as frustrating as Fortnite, because in Rocket League you can lose and still have fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah, true.
Fortnite, when you lose, you just get, okay, I'm just getting shotgun in the face every game.
Yeah.
When someone's giving you like the L and all that, and you're like, oh no, don't dance in front of my body. Like, it made you angry even more. I used to always get
hide in a bush, wait for someone to come past, shotgun them, and then L dance. Oh,
you were one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
My win to game ratio was pretty good though. It was up there.
You killed.
Yeah, but how many kills would you get?
Two.
If you get a win with less than 5 kills, it don't count.
All my wins have gone. I used to just get carried. You free playing? Yeah, come on. Don't worry. Come on now.
Squads Fortnite back in the day was class.
Yeah, Squads was
4 of you on. Like we had a rotate where every time we'd have like a minigun and a rocket launcher, and we get a helicopter or something, and we just go and land on people, shoot rockets and miniguns at them, and just like laugh our heads off as we did it, just like vibing out.
So good. So good. I don't really game that much.
No, neither.
Anymore.
Me neither anymore. Really,
I just don't. I'm just constantly, if I'm not working, I'm editing or I'm trying to do something else, or like other little side bits.
Yeah.
Wow, we're old, aren't we?
We are. Let's get back to food.
Plenty to talk about that.
I mean, we've not even touched on like most of the things. So you're starting to move more into like your Insta world now, aren't you? So every time you're posting on TikTok, you're trying to post on Instagram. And you were kind of alluding to the algorithms being so different. Why do you think they are so different between Instagram and TikTok?
TikTok, it has to be shorter as part of it. Like the attention span on Instagram is longer, and also TikTok's more about people being entertained. Instagram is more foodie. So like some things that like in TikTok you can do sort of like fun stunty kind of foods that are a little bit trolley and they'll get loads of views, but Instagram people kind of want to see like the actual good food.
Yeah.
So it's more about that. So there's some things that I'll only post to Instagram, some things I'll only post to TikTok. And TikTok I try and keep it under 20 seconds, Instagram under 30, and longer ones on Instagram seem to do better. Like you can get away with 30 to 40 second videos on Instagram. TikTok, that would just bomb for me.
Yeah.
It depends on the person's account and how the algorithm views your account as well.
So I suppose once you get like one viral video, people are going to come back with that algorithm, aren't you? So you got to keep playing around to the same algorithm.
Yeah.
But in a way though, it almost traps me into like, for TikTok for example, is like there's some things that I'm like I really want to make, but I'm like, well, only 20% of people will know what that thing is.
Yeah.
And therefore it won't get any views because I need 50% of people to watch the whole video for it to go viral on TikTok. Which is why the song thing adds benefit to it, because even if people don't really get with the food, if the song kind of keeps them around long enough.
Yeah. I love the song bit. I think it's so interesting. It's what kind of attracted me first to it.
I mean, it's an absolute hack. It really is a hack that I'm surprised more people haven't done. I mean, I've seen a few people do it that not as well as me. They're better at singing, but lyrically, I've got them on lot. I've got them on lot. People don't want to hear you being good at singing. They just want to have a little catchy jingle. And the guys are taking the piss. So when people go too try-hardy with their singing, everyone's like, "Who's this try-hard?"
People just want to hear people shout "scran" at the end of it.
But yeah, no, it's the reasons why it works is because they try and work out what the song is part of it. And then when they know what the song is, like, oh, I wonder what he's going to replace this word with. So and all those elements sort of combine to sort of they'll watch the video, and some people watch it multiple times, which just works wonders for the algorithm.
Yeah,
you do, don't you? You do mix up your songs quite often. I've never noticed that, but you do like a different song. Thinking about it now, it's like a different song every video.
It is every video. Everyone is tailor made for the particular. I mean, I reuse certain songs that I know do well. Like there's people like, oh, this song again. And some people go, oh, why'd you use this song every time? And I'm like, I've not used that song in 10 videos. The reason why you're seeing it is because it's doing well again, because this song always does bloody well. So Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, I've used... I probably have about 40 million views to that blooming song.
Cheers, Ed, if you're watching.
Cheers, Ed.
We carried on last week, actually. He knows Ed. Yeah, so
you might be watching.
Jealous.
Imagine if he's wrong. I doubt it.
The pacing of some songs just works so well. Like it's got to be like rhythmic, quite quick at the start for it to work, and it's got... And as I just test out which songs work, and the ones that do, I'm like, I'm going to reuse that one again and again.
How long did it take you then to actually kind of write and think of the lyrics? You're always trying to get that hook, aren't you?
A lot less time if I do the same song over and over again, because it's just you've already got the general flow of it there. so that's easier and it gets more views.
Yeah.
But if it's a brand new song, it's like, well, I've got to work out the timings of each clip because the clip has to correspond to the exact part of the song for it to work as well. So it's like an hour or two if it's a new one, or 20 minutes if it's a reuse.
So it's people don't see that because obviously you're only seeing the 20-second
clip. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think that'd be hours and hours and hours of work that's going behind it and they're planning that. It's mental. I'm learning about it completely differently. Like,
I've got a question for you. It's a bit of a swerve off the topic here.
it's a crash course.
Yeah. So you were saying like on TikTok you can make some like outrageous stuff. What's the most outrageous thing you've made?
Oh, the one that got the most attention in the wrong way was a watermelon pizza I made.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I remember that.
It was picked up out Instagram meme pages,
Yeah.
Twitter, and I was getting like death threats. So many death threats.
Did it taste good?
It would surprise you.
Yeah.
I've made it again 2 more times just to eat it as a thing.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It works. The flavour profile happens to work really well. I mean, the idea came from barbecue watermelon is an actual thing people make.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, so they'll peel a watermelon, they'll carve things into it and make it look like ham. And people use that as a vegan ham replacement, and they'll smoke it for hours, and it gets like a barbecue sort of brisky glaze on the outside, and you cut into it as watermelon, but it holds its structure really well. So barbecue watermelon is already a thing. So I was like, well, what if I make a barbecue-based watermelon pizza? So I gave it a go, just as a bit of banter. I knew when I was doing it, I was like, this is gonna.
You're there, like,
I'm gonna annoy people.
The best thing you do is annoy people, but with something that actually works. 'Cause
Yeah.
the few people who made it commented like, this actually works really well. Yeah. It's like, you're slating it. And I had someone recreate it. I was like, it's horrible. And I saw that they made a video about it, and they're like, this is disgusting. But they use like marinara sauce. It's like tomato and watermelon. That sounds gross already. Like,
Yeah.
barbecue sauce specifically that works well with it, and then a bit of cheese and chorizo. You know, who doesn't love a bit of cheese and chorizo?
Yeah, everyone does, doesn't it?
so does pineapple work on pizza then?
No,
He was waiting for that.
no, but yeah, pineapple for me has to be with something spicy. That's my take on it. Is like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's too sweet, and the flavour of it doesn't work with like a sort of a cheesy tomatoey sauce. It's like a pineapple salsa on like a taco. That's the way it should be for me.
Yeah.
Your salsa you made the other day. Wow. I was looking at you making it in your blender, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely getting made. 100%.
Oh yeah, well, tomatoes are in season soon, so if you wait a couple of months, it'll be really good. But even now, it's pretty good. But tomatoes being in season.
So are you just like, did you just completely make that recipe up from scratch, or like how much do you take away from other recipes? Or
I can't remember where that one came from because I've been making it for years and I've just tweaked it bit by bit, and I can't remember the original place. I must have years ago Googled a rough salsa recipe to do it, but I don't know if I think I probably added red pepper to it, added mango chutney, and chose my favourite chilli in it, which is Scotch bonnets, which are quite hot, but they've got really good flavours to them as well. So you got to tolerate yourself to the heat because Scotch bonnets are the tastiest chilies. So you got to get yourself to that level, guys.
Yeah.
So
it's going to take a long time, mate.
in a salsa, weirdly, when you make the salsa on the day, you still get the really fresh heat that's quite hot from the Scotch bonnet. If you leave it in the fridge overnight, the heat mellows out and you still get all the flavour from it. So for making that salsa for someone who doesn't like spice, I'll make it the day before, so it can be less spicy when they get around to eating it, but it still has tasty. But there you go. Salsa's always better the next day.
You're just a fountain of knowledge.
I know. I'm listening to you, and I'm like, I'm
guac has to be
engrossed.
made fresh though. Guac has to be made fresh on the day.
Goes like brownie, doesn't it?
It doesn't keep well at all.
I know what I'm going to finish on. So if my mate, he's been asking me to ask this question since we basically told him about you coming on. So he wants to know, when you wrap your burrito, do you take a little bit of the filling out before you finish the wrap? Because you always, it seems like you overfill it, and he's like engrossed, and he's so confident that you take a bit of filling out. Do you?
No, never.
Oh, he's going to be watching this like, what?
Do you ever struggle getting your mouth around it?
You need to go over the side a little bit.
Yeah.
But so basically, it looks like it's too much because it's not been compressed yet.
Oh, so is it the seal that does it?
No, not the seal. It's basically when you see it all there, all the fillings are loose, they're all up and stuff. And if I was wrapping it quickly, I wouldn't be able to do a burrito that big. But when I do the fold and then the wrap, the camera shuts off for a minute, and for about 30 seconds, I'm like cramming all the fillings in and compressing it down because all these loose fillings then compress down, and it all does eventually fit in. But yeah, you just got to compress them down and really.
Your wraps you use must be unreal, because like
It must be good sturdy wraps.
yeah.
Luckily, I've managed to find a place to get them online. The place they said they'd sponsor me, but we've not got around to it yet. And, eventually, I'm hoping they will. I used to have to make my own when I first started off because I didn't know anywhere that made good ones that were strong and big.
You made your own wraps?
Yeah.
Sick.
But
Have you seen some of the stuff he's made? Why does that shock you?
the effort to reward ratio of making your own though, it's just such a toll. Like it would take me like 2 hours just to make like 10. So if you divide your time up, then it's I don't know how much per wrap, or whatever it is. But like it's just like if you can buy them for like 20p, 30p a wrap, why would you ever make them, sort of thing?
Yeah.
And now I can. So I mean, supermarket ones are 10p a wrap, but these ones I think they work out about 35p a wrap.
Worth it every day of the week.
Well, I think supermarket ones are like 9 inches. These are like 12, 13 inches, something like that.
Off camera, you can tell us the name of the company.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not going to plug them.
I'll tell you. They're called Mex Grocer.
Okay.
I don't know if they're going to see this, but
Yeah.
Sponsor,
if you do, don't worry. You can be our main sponsor.
I already responded. That's literally my main DM is like, where'd you get your wraps from? That's my number one DM, and I do tell them I'm not going to be a dick.
Yeah.
I've given you hundreds of free customers. I've spoken to you on the phone, Eduardo.
Come on, Eduardo.
You've said you're going to sponsor me, so let's get it sorted out. I'll have to give you a ring because I know you don't respond to emails.
I tell you what, this has been like so insightful. It's been
great.
It's been a great laugh as well. This is going to sound a bit stupid. I was saying, what do you want to shout out? Bearing in mind, like people are going to be coming for you, but what do you want to shout out?
Yeah, I guess follow El Burrito Monster. actually, follow El Burrito Monster on Facebook. Yeah,
okay.
you can be my 4th like. Just started it, and I don't know how to get followers on Facebook. So
Let's build it up.
Yeah.
Let's build
follow
up.
El Burrito Monster on Facebook.
Yeah,
I mean,
all your links will be in the description.
Yes,
as always.
As always. I mean, TikToks are made. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
It's there.
Everywhere.
YouTube when you start off again.
You're gonna get the tens of of followers out.
El Burrito Monster on YouTube. 7 followers on there.
Well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe this episode as well. If you have liked it, check out our past episodes. We've done over 30 now, so there's quite a few.
Quite a bit of content up there. Yeah,
there's quite a bit of content as well. Big thanks coming on.
Absolute pleasure, mate.
Been a good to be here.
You've
You've
done an hour there, all perfect, and then just in the last little bit, I do it all the time. I usually mess up in the first minute where I watch myself back in the edit, and I'm like, I just said something that did not make sense, and I'm like, now I have to watch it 4 times. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, give us some love, give Ollie some love as well, definitely, and we shall see you next week.
Yeah, see you soon.